Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Joe CP back here again today, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the beginner breakdown on zones. Now when I said beginner, there's going to be an advanced breakdown on zones that I'm going to drop the day after this, or maybe even the same day, we'll see. But yes, we're going to drop a beginner breakdown of zones, which basically means I'm just going to show you guys what the zones look like at certain play arts, and what they mean and what they guard, so you guys can go ahead and differentiate when your opponent is running something that you're not going to be able to stop. So you guys can see, for example, in that cover 3 sky, you guys have 2 yellow zones. They look the same as the weak slant zones, correct? Yes. But then you see the 2 purple on the safeties are a little bit more purpley than the weak slant ones. The weak slant ones kind of look like a pinkish, you know, like a purple and a pink had sex. But the purple just looks like straight up purple, like, yeah, what's up? Like, you know, I'm purple. So that's basically for, and then another one, for example, is the Tampa 2 with the cloud flats. The cloud flats are just blue, like, you know, kind of like a turquoise blue. But then the Will 2 Fire and the Cover 2 Sink kind of look like a watered down type of blue. So I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what those zones play and why you guys want to go ahead and pick this one in this situation or that one for that situation. So I'm gonna come on the Cover 3 sky, right? And these are just the normal purples. Now if you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and pick Steeler Drive. On Steeler Drive on the right side of the field, there is a corner route. Now, these purples are curl to flats. If anyone played football, curl to flats, simple. Your coach told you got to watch this curl and then break off to the flat type area. That's basically exactly what they do. But it's not really like they go flat to curl, you know, because they're not, it's Madden, it's programming. If there's a corner route on the field, it's going to go to the corner route, which means the flat's going to be open. So you automatically have to know, when you have this zone on the field, the hard flats are wide open. A dude can hit a flat, a dude can hit a table, a dude can hit a wheel route, a swing route, but he can't hit the deep stuff. So I recommend, this is like a third down type of defense. You don't want to run this on first or second unless your opponent doesn't just take his check downs. But if you're playing someone that's going to hit a drag, or he's going to hit a swing route or a table route with his running back, then you want to go ahead and not pick this defense, just because it's not the best defense against that. So as you're going to see, I'm going to go ahead and let them snap the ball, and that corner on the right side is going to be boxed up. I'm going to use her to drag, and I mean, that got open, but everything else was boxed, you know, because, and basically, I'm just going to break it down in practice mode. As you watch, these guys are going to go ahead and just watch the corner. You see, he's breaking with the corner. As long as, you know, he doesn't throw the ball, as long as Ben doesn't throw the ball, he's going to keep breaking with this corner, keep breaking with this corner route. On this left side of the field, this flat is wide open, like I told you guys, and that's why I really don't like to run it on first or second downs, because he'll be able to go down and hit the flats. Now, you may be asking me, Joel, what plays are better for first or second down? Well, I would say if you're starting Madden and you're new, start off on concepts, just to be able to scroll and to see the different formations. And then once you see on concepts, that you guys can see on the right side, it says formation 4-3 under. So once you see something that you feel a little bit comfortable with, that you've been running for a little bit, you know, maybe a drive or two or a couple of games, and you're starting to lock up and you're starting to make some adjustments, or you're just starting to feel comfortable, then you want to go ahead and then start picking the play out of 4-3 under, you know. So maybe you can see that there's a blitz, like a Mike Will cross, that you want to go ahead and run, or a Sam blitz too. But automatically, I'd say if you're new to Madden, you want to go ahead and start stuff off, you would go to a cover 3 hard flat, or like I would go to like a cover 3 concept, just so you guys can go ahead and start off, you know, just like looking at the cover 3s, looking at the different types of cover 3s. Now a hard flat does exactly what a hard flat does. I'll go ahead and find a play for you guys that's going to hit the flat. So like quick slants, for example, you're going to see these hard flats run out to the hard flats automatically, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So they're watching the flat. That's more of like a first down type of defense, because you're not going to let, you know, when people come out, first thing they want to do on first down, kind of feel your defense out, hit a couple of yards, you know, hit a little bit of a check down route. But if you run out there with hard flats on the field, his check down route isn't open. As long as your user's aware, you know, active with what a guy's doing, he can't run some of those check down plays that he wants to run on first down because of hard flats. You know, and then second and third down, like I showed you guys, cover 3 sky, you switch it up, you bring the purples. The purples are going to play the corner route, something more deep, so you guys want to go ahead and do that. Well, let's just say you guys come out in the purple, or you guys come out in the hard flat, and you guys want to go ahead and switch it up and make the adjustment for that. Now, all you guys have to do for this is, if you want a hard flat, is Y right stick down. You see? Simple. And if you guys want purples, Y, right stick up. Now you guys are gonna see cloud flats. You guys like those aren't purples. Those are the other deep blue. Those are the other blues, and you lied to me. No, cloud flats and purples play exactly the same. They both have the same assignment. So hard flats, Y, right stick down. Cloud flats, Y, right stick up. Simple. It's easy. You know, you guys know how to go ahead and now switch between these two type of coverages. You see a lot of competitive players doing this all the time, just depending on the formation or the adjustments that they use. But it comes in handy a lot, just in case you guys want to go ahead and switch it up last moment if you're not feeling it in your gut. Now another type of purple that you guys can go ahead and use is these type of, like I said, the pinkish type of purples. Now the pinkish type of purples, what they do is if there's no one in the flat, you know, there's seam flat. So if there's no one in the flat, or no one in like this type of area that you see them running to, instead of going down to this flat like a curl flat would, they go up. So they watch like the post routes and the seams. That's why they're called a seam flat. So if you're having a problem with a post route, for example, and let's just say your hook curls and your blues ain't playing it, which is going to be almost impossible, I'd say seam flats. They're gonna, if there's no one in like this corner type of area, they're gonna leave the flats open, but they're gonna run with this post route up the field instead of going down to the flat like a curl flat would. So I kind of like the seam flats once in a while. I actually think you can, let's see, I think you can actually audible one of your dudes to a seam flat. All you have to do is Y, A, oh no, let's do RB, X. Yeah, and then left stick up. So I think, let's just check again. Is there, so left stick up. When you do quick adjustments or you click on a dude, and I'd say if you guys are new to adjusting, since quick adjustments, you know, guys are just new altogether, go ahead and click on your player because it's a lot easier. When you click on your player to adjust, all you're going to do is move around. You're going to hold B. You're going to move your left stick to the player that you want to go ahead and use her. You're going to press A, and you're going to do seam flat, just up. So for all the new people that are, you know, that are adjusting, that starting to, you know, just learn Madden, I would go ahead and start off with that. Just because it's a lot easier for you guys than go ahead and quick adjust. Because, you know, if I want to quick adjust, I could just do this. You know, I can do a bunch of stuff because I've been playing the game for a little bit now. Look, I just changed up the whole entire coverage. Now it's a cover 1 instead of a cover 3. And at the end, you guys want to be able to do this. But to start off for the new people in Madden, if you guys want to go ahead and adjust, you want to go ahead and just click on your dude, A, left stick up, A, left stick up. Well, not this guy, because this guy's a safety, so he doesn't have the seam flat. A, left stick up. And I'm actually now thinking about it. I'm also going to do a video on the differences between a safety and like a cornerback adjustments, and also the difference between linebacker adjustments. Because this year is the first year in Madden where your linebacker can't be in certain zones, but your safety can't be in certain zones. They're kind of like limiting your zones, like just depending on your position. And I know people are confused about that, and I want to go ahead and differentiate that. Now let's go into the next part of zones, which is also the deep blues and the yellows. Now the deep blues, I mean, it's pretty simple. If you're running a cover 3, this guy has 1/3 of the field. This guy has a half of the field. I mean, he has the middle of the field. This guy has 1/3 of the field, like in football. All of them got 1/3 of the field. Simple. Cover 2. These guys are gonna play the outsides. So if you guys are running a cover 2, and let's just say you guys are using this dude, this mid read, this is your responsibility to back up and watch the middle of the field, because if there's any routes on the outside, your cover 2 is gonna, you go ahead and jump it. So watch the middle of the field if you guys are running a cover 2. A cover 4, which I don't have, but cover 4 is just quarter deep blues, which means all of them have a quarter of the field, you know, but that means the middle of the field is wide open as well. I'm also going to be dropping a video on how to attack different coverages as well for y'all, because I know you guys are going to have some trouble with that as well. So the biggest difference to me in this game besides the flats is the yellows. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys all in one play the different yellows. Now, you guys are sitting there and like, well, they all say they cover the middle field. No. Don't get confused. The best yellow in the game is a hook curl. Simple. A hook curl is the best yellow in the game. It's no doubt about it. This hook curl right here is the best in the game. Why? It watches drags. It watches some corners sometimes. It watches in routes. A hook curl is something what you want for the middle of the field and the middle of the field only. Those crossing routes that are getting pesky, the drags, the post, sometimes even the post routes if you play over the top, which is Y, right stick up, any of this is going to go ahead and get stopped by the hook curl. So I'd say the hook curl is basically kind of like another user in the middle of the field. If you guys want to go ahead and stack that. So you see all I did was A, and it's going to be left stick for the hook curl. You see right here, just depending on what side I am on the center, then it's going to go ahead and switch. Vert hooks are going to watch corner routes and then the middle. So it kind of watches like this area, like I said. And mid reads, I don't really like mid reads. I wouldn't really rock with mid reads. Mid reads man up randomly, so it could be like a slant and it'll man up, or like a streak and it'll man up. So it watches that middle of the field. I think a mid read actually like guards the deepest play in the middle of the field. So I mean, that's why it's in a cover 2, because whatever's the deepest threat in the middle of the field is gonna go ahead and watch. But I really wouldn't rock with mid reads, to be completely honest with you guys. If you guys are running a cover 2, honestly, I would rather you guys just go ahead and put this middle linebacker in a deep blue, which is A and left stick up. Why? Because let's just say you run a mid read, a guy runs a streak at a post combo. The mid read is going to man up to the streak and the post is going to be open, right? But if you put him in a deep blue, the deep blue is going to ignore the streak and it's going to jump the post route. It's a lot easier and it makes better plays. So that's what I would say. But yeah, that's really it. That's what you guys have to really look to when you pick a play. I would say definitely pull up your pre-play adjustments and see what zones you guys have, and definitely make the adjustments to go ahead and match with these zones. If you guys are slow on adjustments, go ahead into practice mode. You know, try it out, because once you guys really get the hang of it, then you'll get a lot better. There's 2 things about Madden that will get you super better no matter what. And it's 1, adjustments, and it's 2, your user. And like I tell all of you guys, I know you guys are beginners for the people who are just joining, because Madden is growing. So we're gonna have more people that come in that play the game that have nothing to do, like they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. So number 1 and number 2, and honestly, number 1 is do not user your D line. Use your linebackers. Yeah, it may be rough. Yeah, you guys may not go what's going on in the beginning. Use your linebackers. If you get bullied, that's fine. That's okay. That's the whole point. Your user's gonna get bullied. You have to progress. But using your D-line is a no-go, guys. If you guys use your D-line, unsubscribe. Because I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna clown you. You guys start using your middle linebacker. That is huge. Because once you're able to patrol that middle of the field, it changes the whole game. I've seen games where you can literally just dominate with your user. We could go back to I was gonna say the Wild Bugs game, Madden Championship last year, but you guys, a lot of people that are joining don't know that. But in the Madden Championship with a bunch of money on the line, my boy Wild, even though he got fluked out of the game, he played good defense with his user. He caught 2 user picks to go ahead and go up. But yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. I'm gonna start working on the next videos. I'm probably gonna go ahead and start working on a route combo or just a route tree versus different coverages, and go ahead and drop an intermediate version of zone coverages. So maybe I'm just gonna drop like how to stop different concepts that people are running in the community. I'm still thinking about that. I really don't know what is the difference between advanced and beginner, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask some people around and see what's the difference. But yeah, man, make sure to hit the follow button, like, subscribe, hit me up on Twitter, JoelCP, the same thing, JoelCP_, same thing with Twitch, man. I'm out, peace.